We're live.
We have it. Usually give people a little bit of time.
Oh, that's weird. It knows I'm here.
Yes, it knows you're here. Facebook stalking. I just tagged you. We're good.
Oh, hi, Austin.
Hi, Austin. Awesome.
Hi.
Welcome, Mark. We're here. So we'll give people a few more minutes to arrive. But we are going to, I want to share an oracle card that I chose. I was just kind of looking into what the energies might be for tonight. And, because we have the full moon in Pisces going on. There's all kinds of stuff happening. And the card was so on point. So I feel really called to share it with everyone. I don't like it when it says people are here, but we can't see them. We don't know who's here. It's a mystery. I don't understand.
So, shout out if you're here.
Yeah, let us know you're with us. Let us know you're with us.
Say hi.
And let us know how you're doing, how you're feeling, and what support you might be needing. Hi, Jeremiah. Because we can definitely set those additional intentions as we offer the sacred sound and hold that space for you and send the gong vibes through the ethernet and, out there. So I'll just get on with this. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this. I know it'll be backwards, but this is a Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild, and it's one of my most faves. It's pretty good.
It's pretty powerful. It's a one pull kind of deck.
Yeah, you just need one card. Otherwise, you're going to be there forever. And, I use these in my private sessions as well, and I usually just read it word for word because it's so perfect. I don't need to alter it much. Yeah, so what we pulled, it's number 25, and it's called Release the Dark Wound, Let Love Win. And I know it's kind of dark, goes with it, but...
And it shows someone releasing a fish back into the water as the fish enters the water, and you can see all the ripples.
All the ripples in time. Oh, so awesome. And I'm just going to read it. And you guys can just digest it. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Vicky. So release the dark wound and let love live. And really take in all these words. Whatever resonates, keep it. And whatever doesn't, just throw it back into the pond. Just let it go. Hi, John.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So I'm just getting ready to read the spirit card.
Ooh, yay.
If we detach something from its source too soon, trying to force it to become what it is not yet ready or willing to become, we can unintentionally sap it of its strength and kill it. There is a dark wound in the consciousness of humanity which demands perfection and denies process. If you are thinking of publishers before you have ever even written the book, if you are comparing your unfinished song idea to the latest best-selling pop release, if you have decided you are not good enough or worthy enough to succeed before you've given it everything you've got and asked for divine help, then this dark wound has you in its grasp. You have to let go of the death grip of perfectionism and let yourself and your ideas live. Love is abundant, creative, and inspiring. It moves us so much more joyously and creatively than fear. You are being asked to honor the path of your own love. What inspires you? What feels exciting, joyful, and perhaps even rather different? Let that live. Release the dark wounding of false belief. There are countless stories of vastly successful artists who very nearly binned the project that was the making of their career because of the despair fostered by their own dark nature. They doubted. They were uncertain. Was their work any good? Was it useless? They struggled to believe in the right of a work to come to life, whether it was accepted, revered, or rejected by others or not. They nearly lost their work to fear. Undoubtedly, there have been many times when this has actually happened and the work was not saved, not allowed to live. Do not let this happen to you. Whether something is meant to be a commercially oriented venture or a more personal creation for your own therapeutic healing, it must be allowed to be, without judgment, without criticism, even without premature evaluation. It must be allowed to be what it is, and only time, love, patience, and attention will reveal it. And I feel like that goes with so much that's been going on recently. There's so much happening with just the eclipse season we just went through, and we're trying to get into the new moon that we just had and trying to get into new creations, but there was this upheaval and this processing period of what was brought up from the eclipse season, and it was kind of heavy, and some people might still be feeling that heaviness. Hang on just a second. I can't get this to go live. It just says, and the app won't open. I don't know what that means. What do you think that means?
It probably gave her a notification.
But it won't. Try going back to my page, T, and clicking on the video there. See if that does anything different. My brother's here!
Oh, hi, brother.
All the way in Maine. Awesome. So, yes, Vicky. Oh, perfect Pisces. The Pisces waters of transformation and the depths of the unknown, yet it's known. And I really feel like we are entering that moment of clarity, and that's what I really feel like this full moon is that moment of clarity, of allowing yourself to be open to the truth, allowing yourself to see, and allowing yourself to feel, and allowing yourself to be guided and flow with that guidance rather than resisting the change that's trying to take its place in our lives.
Just surrendering.
Yeah, it's just surrendering, and that's probably the hardest thing to do when all of us are feeling like we need to control things and feeling like we need to survive and we need to have food on the table and we need to, just make sure that we're taken care of. And I'm sure many people were feeling that these past few days here in Hawaii, especially with the Hurricane Lane that was supposed to come through. It was scary for a lot of people, and I think it taught a lot of people a lot of lessons on they have attachments to things and places and people, and are we willing to let go of what is to surrender to what is now and what is now becoming?
What is coming?
Yeah.
What can be?
Right. It's phenomenal feeling. It's kind of like someone said something profound this year to me, and they said that there is a very close-knit connection between pain or fear and, what did they say? Fear and excitement. Those were the words that they said. And the fear and excitement. So you can kind of, if you're in the fear state, how can you transform that into an excitement? Instead of fearing what you don't know, why not turn it into what could be and dream it into existence and dive into it with an excitement of the unknown rather than a fear of the unknown? And I feel that in many areas of my life, and I'm sure many of you can feel that as well. Charlie, that was from the Sacred Rebels deck. It was called Release the Dark Wound and Let Love Live. So it had someone putting a fish back into the pond and seeing the ripples of life into new creation and uncertainty. So I just wanted to share that with you, and maybe I'll share the affirmation. Just take in the affirmation because I love her affirmations. They're really powerful. And if you want, you can close your eyes and just really take this in. I now choose my own free will to release all cellular memories and belief systems based in the dark wound of criticism, judgment, shaming, and fear, so that my creative, loving energy may thrive in a nourishing environment conducive to growth through all time and space, through all dimensions of my being, through unconditional love. So be it. Just really letting that settle in. I love it so much.
And just think about maybe what you've been really holding on to and need to release, and just imagining letting that go.
Yeah. And the full moon is all about releasing and letting go, and also celebration. You know, when we let go of the old, let go of things that are no longer serving us, it's always a great practice to acknowledge how far we've come, and acknowledge everything we've been through, and acknowledge what has actually gotten us here. And we wouldn't be where we are without all of the things before that, whether we perceive it as good or bad, right? Mm-hmm. It's powerful to recognize that every moment counts, and everything we gather has a purpose, and it's always good to give it back to the universe when we are no longer needing it. And someone else can have it.
And then when you give that up, that creates space for new wonderful things to come in, because there can't be empty space.
Right. It's always clearing space.
If there's a void, there's a little vacuum to bring in new things.
Right. And it's like, I always think of our house sometimes, because we have so much furniture in here. It's like, we can't really get another piece of furniture without possibly getting rid of one first, you know?
We'll
so it's like, we will try for sure. But yeah, it's kind of that concept, just really making that space and knowing that we're making that space for very good reason. There's something very amazing awaiting around in the next moment.
And this card is actually the first card I ever pulled from Sarah's deck when we first moved in. So imagining like what I could just, and really feeling that weight come off. And then all the wonderful possibilities that is the Halle could come in.
Awesome. So good. So we're super stoked to have you all join us. And I'm really happy my brother's here. It's like really late there. 6 hours difference. It's like 4 a.m. Anyways.
He said he just got off work, so.
Yeah. That's right. He works at the beach.
It'd be good to fall asleep.
Yeah, exactly. So I know most of the people here right now have, experienced the sound and know what to do with it. Just in case others have joined that haven't really experienced the gongs or the sound journeys, I'll just put some pointers out there, especially since it's at home and it's a little different than being in person. You definitely want to make sure to have either earbuds or headphones on so that you get the fullest effect that you can of the sound waves. Unless you have a really amazing surround sound, that's awesome too.
Just have good speakers, because all the varied tones of the gong are really hard to pick up, especially on just a very generic phone speaker. So we'll bring the phone as close to the sound as we can so that you guys can hear it the best you can, but definitely headphones are one of the best things to have to pick up all the frequencies. And with this sound, it really does help us to dissolve and release those things that we were talking about. And that's whether it's emotional, physical, spiritual, mental. I'm not in my mind, apparently. And the mental. So it really helps us to dissolve those things. And as that happens, it needs to be released and transformed in a certain way. And your body will tell you what that is throughout your experience. Sometimes you might feel the urge to cough or sneeze or laugh or cry or sing or hum or burp. There's all kinds of bodily functions that might happen, and it's really important to let that happen. And I'm guessing that it'll be easier for you guys being at home and not laying next to someone else in a room. So really, if you need to laugh, if you need to let tears out, just do it. That allows you to reach that next threshold and allows you to pass through to the next layer of journeying and experiencing the self at a deeper level.
Just whatever your impulses are. Like, I started with humming, and now I end up singing along with Sarah. So
Yeah.
just following those, because that really shows you where you need the most.
Yeah, for sure.
And allows everything to move through you, instead of going, oh, I don't know if I should do that, I'm just not going to do that, and being too stuck in your head to be able to receive.
Yep. So many people tell me after, they're like, I felt like I needed to sing. I'm like, so why didn't you? Yeah, so definitely let that happen. Welcome, Jessie. So another thing is if you feel tension or discomfort or what we perceive as pain, it's honestly a really awesome thing. It's really good, because that means that the sound has found something, it's triggered something within you that needs to be transformed. The tension sometimes can be a resistance to the transformation, and chances are you're forgetting to breathe.
Yes,
so
just breathe.
Just go back to the deep breathing, and once you go back to the deep breathing, find your rhythm again, and it will dissipate. Sometimes the pressure or tension is associated with the rise of the sound, and the rise of the sound is going to get really loud, and then it'll drop, and then it'll rise again, and then it'll drop. And those are the waves. Those are the different layers that it's working through. So if you do feel that tension and the breath isn't necessarily dissipating it, just know once the sound drops, most likely it's just going to wash away, and you're going to feel so much better.
And just, if that happens for you, just remember the oracle card too, and release. And I know that's easier said than done, but keep it in mind.
Just put it out there. Yeah. Yeah. And what else? If you hear any other sounds where you are or within this space, like if sirens were to go off, we don't hear much up here, but sometimes it happens, or if anything goes on in your space, just know it's just another sound. Just let it be, and let yourself still fall back into your earbuds or what the sound is doing for you, and you'll drop right back in. And towards the end, there'll be silence, just to let you guys settle back into your space. And I'm not quite sure. I was pondering, I was like, do we even talk afterwards? Because it's so late. Do people just want to go to bed and not listen to us?
I think we can just bring them back for a little bit. And
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. Okay.
Peace out.
I guess we'll complete it. We'll complete it at the end. We'll bring you guys back and just let you know that we are going to be finishing.
It doesn't have to be long.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be long, and then you guys can drop into your sleep realms if you haven't already. And if you do, it's okay. Just unplug the phone. It's all right. And I think that's it. Does anyone have any questions? I'll give you space to type a question real quick if anyone does. I think we're good. Welcome, Doug and AJ. I think that's how you say that. Oh, God. All these buttons. Okay. All right. Well, I think that means we're good. So I'll give you guys a few minutes to get comfy. Make sure you are comfortable. You know, you want to be able to just lay down and relax.
Do you want to talk about why we're doing this?
Oh, yeah! She's a genius. So, okay, before we even begin that, I forgot the main reason why we're doing this is because right now there are hundreds and hundreds of gongs going on around the planet. It's amazing. In London especially, there is probably over 100 gongs, maybe even more, going off right now. And it's to the Grand Gong Master, Don Conreaux, called upon all the Gongsters across the planet to join together to try to win the Guinness World Book of Records for the most gong players playing the most gongs in one place at the same time. And so I believe they're doing an overnight sound journey right now, and they're in London, so it's nighttime right now. So that's why we decided to do it so late, because it couldn't be in London, but we wanted to join in on the gong vibes and anchor them in here in Hawaii and blast them out to you guys across the world in our own way. So
just creating all the rainbow bridges
throughout
the world.
Yeah, so
we're just joining in, and so it may be a really powerful session, just really experiencing what we have to offer, but knowing that it's tuning into a much deeper, higher vibration that's going on around the planet. And I'm really excited to be part of it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for mentioning that. I was on a mission, just going to get you guys to the sound. So yes, thank you for being here and being part of this. And we are really, really grateful to share this with you. We'll be doing about probably almost an hour of sound. So, and just know that about 30 minutes of the gong is equivalent to about 3 hours deep sleep. So you either will feel really rested and rejuvenated and invigorated, or you'll just dive deeper into sleep and it'll be really awesome. So we'll see how we feel after too.
Just wonderful dream world time.
And
That's good too.
you're gonna have the most epic dreams. I'm just gonna affirm this now. You're gonna have the most epic dreams ever. And let's just drop that in now. Let your dreams gift you all the guidance, all the inspiration, all the creativity, all the amazing epiphanies and ideas that you need. Let it all be gifted to you during the journey and into your dreams tonight. And may you wake up feeling like a brand new, inspired, excited person. Be excited to be here on planet Earth, please. All right, guys. So begin getting comfortable. Get your pillows, your blankets, whatever you need. If you're not already, make sure you have your headphones if you have some. And we're going to set up the camera and get things ready as well and get comfortable. And then we will begin. All right? So let's do this.
I felt really warm right now, but okay.
I'm just going to have you guys looking at the city, I guess, because there isn't really much exciting stuff to see other than Honolulu from up here on the mountain. That's a really awesome view, actually.
And I love thinking that John will be there.
Yep.
Receiving Venmo dollars.
John is here.
everybody.
Okay. So, Hallie.
Yep.
Just start a few minutes of this. Oh, I don't even have my timer.
Do you want to use my phone?
Yeah.
They have the
Oh, we have the
little clock.
yeah. Timer might be good. Just another minute, guys, and we will be ready. Does your phone lock?
No, I turned it off.
Okay. I'm gonna shut off this light. All right. And remembering that your breath is so very important, guys. Okay, your breath allows things to stay fluid. It allows the sound to move through your body. It allows the transformations to take place. So really just tuning into your breath, allowing your breath to move in through your nose and out either through your nose or your mouth, your preference. And just really allowing a rhythm to come in and out. Feeling your breath moving in. And if you notice any areas in your body where your breath isn't able to move freely, do your best to bring your breath to that exact space. Intentionally, just bring your breath there. Expanding it, creating space, allowing it to move, and with the exhale, allowing the blockage, whatever it is, imagining it just trickling off of you, leaving your body. And continuing your breath, allowing your body sink deeper and deeper. Going ahead and setting any personal intentions you may have. And allow the sacred sound to guide you through this journey. come into your space, your time. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Observing as it gently moves in and out. Feeling your chest naturally rise and fall with each breath. And allowing yourself to come back into your body. And of course, if you wish to keep going, simply disconnect. For those that are ready to come back into their bodies, gently bringing awareness to your fingers and your toes. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Wiggle your nose.
For your ears.
Gently rotating your wrists and your ankles. Maybe taking in a deep breath and stretching your arms overhead. Allowing yourself to come back fully into your body, into your space, your time. Now. And if you wish to come back to Halle Bear and I know you cannot see us well. Can. That one works? Yeah. If can. Yes. Here we are. And we just want to say thank you for joining us. And we're really grateful to share the sound vibes and the healing with you all, wherever you are. And like we said in the beginning, we really do encourage these healing vibrations and these explorations to continue into your sleep state. If you're going straight to bed, awesome. If not, just affirm that it's going to continue when you do lay down. And we wish you the best of the best in this full moon. A simple reminder to make sure to put your crystals out in the full moon energy. They love to bask and recharge. And take good care of yourselves. The energies can be really high and intense sometimes during the full moons. So just make sure you're taking care of your needs and you're loving yourself and giving yourself good attention.
And it's always a good idea after doing a lot of internal energy work that you drink a lot of water, allow things to flow.
Stay hydrated, my friends. And we will let everyone go about their evenings. However, I just want to open up space as well for anyone to maybe share anything they experienced or wishes to ask any questions. You're welcome, Jeremiah. Thank you for joining us. And another good pointer is, sometimes these experiences are really blissful and amazing, and sometimes it's the other end of the spectrum. Sometimes it really goes deep and surfaces things like anxiety or fear, and just know that that's normal if that happened for you. Just pay attention to how you feel now. Chances are you feel lighter, and if not, you have more processing to do because something has surfaced for you.
Yay!
Yay! I love that work. So if you feel called to journal or do more meditation, get to the beach tomorrow or out into nature to help you ground it in more.
Or dance it out.
You can do whatever you need to do. It's up to you. And we love you guys so much. And please let us know if the sound was good or if it could have improved in any way. And if you want to do this again, maybe we can do this more often. We would love to. And Charlie says, thank you, love you all. Hurricane is lonely. Keep the feet on, I won't snore. We'll just hang out. Yeah, some people are still bunked up in their homes from the hurricane warnings and everything. It's been an interesting last few days being in the house. It's been really relaxing for me, but we love you guys. Have the most amazing night, and we will see you soon. Aloha. Mwah.